Hello kids, this is Dr. Saujanya Lata, your English teacher. We are in Fotizo School, Gutti.
Welcome back, kids, for another interesting session. Do you all want to listen to a real story that happened in the life of two siblings? There was once a little girl called Alice. She was 14 years old. At a very tender age of 4, she fell down while playing, and since then she was bound to the wheelchair. She could not walk her entire life. She also had an elder brother named Jeremy, who was 16 years old. To the utter disappointment of the parents, even Jeremy had an accident which broke his spinal cord, and so neither of them could walk. Neither Alice nor Jeremy could walk their entire life. Their parents took them in wheelchairs when it was necessary for them to go out. They were so poor that they could not even afford to study. Once, a young man named Robert came to their village. His work was to help the poor and the needy. He observed these kids for a while and realized that they were bright and enthusiastic to learn new things. He quickly went to a factory which was run by his friend and told about the financial condition of that family. He was told that if they could get 100 paper lighters a day, they would pay 30 cents in return. The man rushed to these children and talked with the parents. When they agreed, he taught them how to make these lighters. Soon, Alice and Jeremy, they became quick and professional with their work. They made 100 or even 200 lighters a day. Robert personally took them. He sold them in the factory and brought back the money to the children. Though the money they earned was not much, they started going to night school. Robert used to take them, and their father used to accompany them. One day, Robert, while talking to the father, told about how many other children there were who did not have even money to eat once a day. When these children heard of it, they decided strongly to help those children with the little that they could. So they started working even more harder, and they made 400 lighters a day. Can you believe? Half of the money they gave it to the other needy children. Robert was very happy. Both Alice and Jeremy learned how to work hard and ask God for help in everything they do. They would thank God for the money, the food, the shelter that they had. After about 10 years, Robert once came back to the village. He could not recognize Alice and Jeremy, but they both were eagerly waiting to meet him. When they introduced themselves to him, Robert, eyes filled with tears of happiness. Alice and Jeremy were now running a school of their own for poor, needy children, which was absolutely free. Did you see, children, how God blesses those who work hard and help others? Alice and Jeremy always helped others and thanked God for everything and were never proud. So, if you work hard and ask God to help you, you too can become like Alice and Jeremy. Okay, kids, I hope you have understood the story. From the story, Quickly, we will read a few words, learn how to read them, and learn their meanings. The first one is bound. The sentence for bound in the story is bound to the wheelchair. That means wherever they go, they sit in the wheelchair and go. They cannot walk. Bound means stick to. The second word is enthusiastic. What do you mean by enthusiastic? Showing interest. Disappointment. What is disappointment? Being sad, unable to do anything. The next word, afford. Afford is you do not have money to pay or buy. Accompany. Accompany is go somewhere with someone. Determination, the willpower to complete the work. Okay, kids, I will read out the words bound, enthusiastic, disappointment, effort, accompany, determination. Now, what is the moral that we have learned from the story? Hard work, thank God for what you have, help others, then you will be at the top of the ladder. So, will you remember this, kids? Thank you. Bye.